So, my name is Thomas Speciale. My name is Thomas Speciale. I'm running for U.S. Senate in the Commonwealth of Virginia, the greatest state in the United States. I think you need to start paying attention, because I know that after person up here, you're going to start to fall asleep and start thinking about the speech that you wrote last night, because you didn't really care what these people were going to come here and say. So every one of you sitting there with a prepared written speech to close out tonight, we know what you're up to. You made your decision before you walked in here. So we'll know when you start reading that you didn't listen to a word any of these people said, and it'll be evidence of the fact that you are disregarding all of our rights, and you are trampling on your responsibilities because you had already made a decision. What you should be hearing is that the United States was in an epidemic of despair from 2000 to 2015. Okay? That's really what this is. That's the mental health crisis. The top states for suicides, homicides, opioids, and poverty, now listen to them: New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Maryland, Connecticut, California, Illinois, Delaware, Rhode Island, all Democrat strongholds, and all suffering from this abject failure of socialism. I noticed that your oath does not say you are sworn to defend the Constitution, you're sworn to support it. Well, I am sworn, and many of the people in this room and out there, and I know of only one up here that's actually sworn to defend it. And I am assuring you right now that these people in this building are going to defend the Constitution, not just support it. I'm very sorry, because I heard recently that members of this board have suffered from people in their families that have committed suicide. That breaks my heart. We all ache for people who suffer from violence in this country. The bottom line is, and now I'll have my time.
Thank you very much.
I'll have my time.
If you don't see time, I'm sorry, that's not part of the procedure.
Ma'am, this is a perfect example again of you posting the fire marshal outside to minimize the number of people in this building today. This is yet another example. I'd like my time, please. Thank you, ma'am. I am heartened. I am heartened. Thank you, ma'am. I am heartened because the largest paragraph in this document, 10A, focuses explicitly on law enforcement doing a better job of dealing with people with mental health problems. That shows that we are breaking down on the ignorance of this problem, because you are starting to see that you have to do something about mental health. The largest paragraph in this document is about enabling policemen to deal better with mental health problems. That's a fact. This is not about tourism or traditional activities. And I assure you that limiting magazine capacities is not going to reduce the number of suicides. Because if they use a gun in a suicide, likely they only need one round. So you need to think about it before you support any law that isn't going to have the effect that you pretend that it will. You also profess that you are protecting women by disarming them. Because women, according to you, are killed by guns by intimate partners. And your solution to that is to disarm them. My understanding is you had to change this meeting to 7 o'clock. And this is going to be the last thing I'm going to say. And again, I thank you for showing the respect to these people outside who need these things, they want these things said. The last thing I'm going to say is my understanding is that you changed this meeting time because you have an active shooter exercise at 7 p.m. tonight. It's not going to be anybody in this building that's ever going to pose that kind of a problem to you. In fact, quite the contrary. Because the people in this building are the people you want in the room if you get somebody in here who has a mental health crisis, because they'll be the first ones to stand up to protect you.
Thank you.